Everyone, GLR Cordell here, back with another video on GLR Esports. Today is another race for the eDTM Pro Lobby. We are obviously Season 2, Round 5 at one of my favourite tracks, Sardegna, if I've pronounced that correctly. Back obviously in Gran Turismo Sport, which might be the last lobby, because I was informed that I think no more servers will be running at the end of April on GT Sport. But nevertheless, welcome back. I hope you're going to enjoy the race. I would also do my best to give everyone a fair share of displays, and obviously hopefully some good competitive racing. Currently on board here with Doug, obviously known as GLR Racer, in his glorious livery in his M6. We've got Cowboy in the pits in his 911. We've got my brother from another mother, Mikey, in his lovely livery in the Aston Martin V12. We've got T-Woo in also the 911. We've got Man Like Deck in the Lambo, another Irish fast driver. JD, another GLR racer. JD, I think he's had a little bit of break. I think he's now got the DD Pro now working, so look out for JD in the future. He should be getting up there with the so-called aliens, but nice to have JD back. And last but not least, so far, we've got J Double in the R8. So just bear with me while I'll put on, who shall I put it on? I'll put it on Mikey, why not? Just gonna do some bits and bobs, and I'll be back in a second. Right, so sorry about the delay there, so I hope everyone's well. So we've got Mikey currently in P1 with pretty much almost a 140 dead. JD P2, T-Woo P3, again I know it's obviously qualifying, Doug P4, Jay in 5, Deck, I think, don't know where Deck is, or Cowboy, but let's put it on JD for the time being. So the race will begin, again, for those who are obviously watching afterwards. If you do want to fast forward from sort of 15 minutes from now, as that would when qualifying will be beginning. So a little bit early, but I'll be early then rush around, etc. So we've got Mikey. How's it going, Darker Bub? Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, nice to be commentating again, mate. I know I've been busy for last week due to work and other bits and bobs. But yeah, good to be commentating. I hope you can have a good race in your end, buddy, and hopefully you can rewatch this first later on today. But yeah, good to hear from you. And if there's any issues with the stream, guys, if you can't hear me properly or anything like whatsoever, again, for those who are watching live, just give me a shout, as I should be able to see it from your comments. How's it going, JD? Hope you're well, buddy. Best of luck in the race today, mate. I'm sure you're gonna get a pretty decent result. Yeah, good to hear from you, mate. Wide left T route. Yeah, I did see that, JD. I wasn't gonna shout it out, but I definitely did see the old weenie from you. Yeah, best of luck in the race today, mate. So Tiru's currently about half a second behind Mikey. Deck isn't too far at all behind Tiru. He's currently running the purple, so let's see what we can do here. A bit edgy there because I lost some time. You sure is, JD, that Aston Martin's very fast on this track due to those two massive straights, but this might be a tactics race from yourself, mate, or at least try to do something to keep up with him. Let's see what Deck can do here. Not bad exit. So he was on purple at the end of sector 2, but he lost it through sector 3. Let's see the main man himself. And for those who are watching, you know, if you are new to the channel, we've gotten some great sort of viewers and some new subs recently, which I'm, you know, obviously very, very happy about, and I appreciate every single one of you. If you are more than happy to do so, you know, feel free to like the video, subscribe, and it's been great to get some new viewers. There's more content, obviously more on the Gran Turismo 7 side of things will be happening. but I just want to thank you, every single person who's supported the channel so far. And speaking of legends, Kazi, hope you're well, mate. Great to hear from you. How's it going? For those who don't know, Kazi has come back from a long stint away from sim racing due to personal reasons. And let's say a couple of days ago, if I'm not mistaken, he's got back on the sim on Grand Prix 7 and already winning races in pretty competitive lobbies. So it's just very, very good to have Kazi back racing, as I'm sure he's just as happy as we are with him being back. But good to hear from you, Kaz. Hope you're well, bud. I had your first jab, Kaz. You're lucky. Well, unlucky, mate. My first jab wasn't too bad, but I still haven't had my second or third yet. They keep chasing me, but I just keep forgetting about it. But hopefully, you're not too bad for you, mate. Hopefully, you can get better soon. Yeah, it's good to see you back, Kaz, mate. It sure is. Can't wait to race you back on track again, mate. Either. Deck is coming in the purple. Again, just for those who are viewing at the moment, this is practice. This isn't a race or this isn't qualifying yet. The race should be starting in approximately about 7 to 8 minutes time from here. So if you are rewatching the race back and not being live, feel free to skip through about 10 minutes from now and you should go in the middle of qualifying. Whilst we're in practice, Deck is just over 2/10 up at the moment on the purple. Can he nail this corner? Which he kind of does, kind of doesn't. He's kept the momentum. Let's get a good exit here. Richie, not bad at all. Deck improving his time. I'm going to say yes, and he does. How's it going, Matty? Good to see you, buds. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for joining the stream. I know you're probably going to go back and forth on a few of them, mate, but thank you for coming in, mate. We appreciate it. Alright, just come back from London, Matt. How is it? Whereabouts did you go in London, in my old stomping grounds? Was you going to go central or did you go anywhere else, mate? Be interesting to know that, actually. But I hope you had a good time, mate. JD now isn't too far behind Mikey. P3 through practice. Thank you very much. Currently got 8 viewers on the channel. Thank you very much for joining, guys. Hope you're going to enjoy the race and hope you can stay throughout. Race should be starting in about 5 minutes time. So thank you all again for coming. I'm going to see your message, Matt. It's just disappeared, bud. But I think you said you went to the O2 Arena, which is nice, and you saw the WWE. Decent. That's decent. I heard it is the first time back here in quite a long time. Hope you had a good time, mate. There's the only thing about the Porsche, again, the Porsche is, even in Gran Turismo 7, it's the most well-rounded car. But if you show it a couple long straights in the circuit, i.e., you know, Sardegna or let's say Spa, for example, it can suffer, you know, compared to the powerhouses in a straight line like the M6 or the Aston, etc. But you know, Tiru and Cowboy, take my word for it, as I think you've seen throughout some of the races in this series so far, are very fast guys and great tacticians. So you can never ever rule these guys out and getting a race victory, or at least getting in the podium. So it should be interesting. Doug's currently in the pits. Jay's in the pits. Mikey is probably gonna get a lash of Guinness before the race, as I'm sure he would, an absolute lad. And Deck also gone to the pits. So let's have a quick on board with Cowboy. See if he's trying to improve his current time. Which he does. How's it going, Doug? Thank you for popping in, mate. Very best of luck in the race today, buddy. Wish you all the very best. See our Cowboy can finish this lap and doesn't improve. Let's go stick on the JD and let's do one of these ones. Look at that. You can definitely tell the difference for those who obviously got Gran Turismo 7. You can see the difference, you know, in the replays and the cameras. This is obviously still nice, but Gran Turismo 7 just took it to another level. Like, you can really see the difference from being in Gran Turismo 7 to here now. So those lucky enough to have it, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So the race should be beginning shortly, if I'm not mistaken. I think Doug said 10 minutes, so let's just pop out of here. Let's wish everyone the best of luck. Why not? Just for the guys who are watching, can you hear me okay? Is there any issues with any volume or anything whatsoever? Or is it all good? Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me fine. Or the volume or anything at all. Just let me know. Happy days. Thank you, geezers. Got pub in the house. I'm only going to guess that's most likely going to be the ringleader of the pub. I hope you're well, mate. Thank you very much for coming in. Hope you're going to enjoy the race. See you soon, Matt. I know you're obviously going to go between a few streams. Again, thank you for coming in, buddy. My big guess is that the pub is probably going to be Todd, I would imagine. Ah, yep, I did guess correctly then. How's it going, Todd? Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday, is it? Yeah, it's Saturday so far. Forgot my days now, but yeah, it's Saturday. Get with it, right? Going ball with the Guinness man, aka Mikey. So for those who are watching, the channel has currently hit, or just gone over 100 subs now. I think we're at 111 as we're speaking now. So possibly tomorrow, if obviously some of the guys and girls are interested, just looking to do a nice little fun race just to celebrate, you know, getting the 100 sub mark. Which is a big achievement. I never would have thought in many years I'll get 1 or 2 subs. I say me, but of course it's the GLR channel, but it is collectively. So for those who are interested, I'll speak in the Discord. If anyone who wants us to pop in for like a half-hour race, whether this is celebrate 100 subs for the channel, that'll be fantastic. Whoever would be interested in that. And once again, thank you for everyone who has supported the channel so far. It does truly mean a lot to myself and of course to the other GLR members and just the community in general, really. So yeah, thank you very much again. A 100-lap race, Todd. Whew. I mean, if we're gonna do a 100-lap race, I wouldn't do a track. I'll probably do like a ring circuit, maybe Daytona, possibly. Probably do a Daytona, maybe. Do like do a NASCAR race of 100 laps. That could be interesting. I'll throw it out there, really. I'll throw it out to the communities and see, you know, what type of race where the guys would be interested. Todd, you'd have to pay me about £1,000 to do 100 laps at the Nürburgring, my friend. I'm definitely not a Super GT. Definitely not. Maybe for charity one day. Maybe for charity, but definitely not just a little celebratory fun race, because I'm not a huge fan of the Nürburgring. I like the Nürburgring GP, but I don't like the Nordschleife. I'm not a huge fan. In real life I am, but not in a game, unfortunately. I can't get the grips of it. But yeah, instead of me waffling on, looks like people are getting ready. Decky's burning those tyres. Good lads. So unfortunately, we've only got 7 races, but believe me when I say this, it is going to be close racing. I'm not going to give any commentators curse or who I think is going to win or podium, but just know it's going to be tight for the win and just for the podium. So. Like I said, I'm not going to give commentators a curse or who I think is going to win a podium, but it should definitely be a good race. And Sardegna is one of my favourite tracks, and I know there's a few guys in here who do like this track as well. So it's definitely going to be a good race. Just wish there's more dudes in here, but I'm sure when this gets transferred over to Gran Turismo 7, hopefully I can get into the pro lobbies. And then hopefully we can get some more races in it as well. So let's see what happens. But hopefully we've got 5 minutes. So 5 minutes to the race. So again, if you'll be watching this, but I know I've probably said this a few times now, but if you just want to go straight to qualifying, fast forward 5 minutes from now, and you should go straight onto the qualifying, which I'm definitely looking forward to. Thank you all for the 8 people watching so far. It is much love. So Decky boy is currently got the fastest lap. I think Michael's behind him, I would imagine. Not too far though. Dark above. Nice to see you again, mate. Just make sure everyone has a lash of Guinness in them. That's the most important thing. just make sure you get at least a big ice cold Guinness down your throat, and you're going to feel absolutely glorious. Take my word for it. Shouldn't be too far away from the race now. Deck is still burning those tyres. Oh, someone's left. Who's left? My mind is playing tricks on me. Let's see. Oh yeah, T-Wee, that's it. So qualifying is starting relatively soon, as Dougie has just said, who obviously is the who has created the lobby. So not far now, ladies and gents. Those in the chat, if you can help me out, when it comes to qualifying, and let's say I'm following someone, how would you like me to view the camera angle? I generally either choose that one or that one. Let me know, would you want hood cam or do you want chase cam? Just put in the comments below which one you would prefer. This one or this one. Say hood or chase, so I can know which one you guys would prefer. But this is what I tend to use when I'm actually racing, but I know from viewers' point of view it's probably better with that, but okay. Doug says chase. Yep, chase. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. But what about for qualifying? Same with qualifying as well? So when it's actually qualifying, do you want to see this camera angle or do you want to see the hood for looking at someone's quali? In the race I agree, chase, but what about qualifying? Oh, qualifying's now started. Get your chats in. Best of luck, everyone. Best of luck. Let's see who gets that first. So JD. So as is the first, we'll stick with JD. You know, there's no bias there. It's for his first come out. So the racing used to be, I think it was 10 minutes qualifying, but it's now been up to 15. And the reason why they've done that is because there's no more slipstreaming in quali. So you have to give, again, for anyone who's watching, you know, for those who may need to be remembered, please have a 3-second gap from the car in front of you, because that is the new rules now of this series. And as you can see, completely different subject. Just look at the back of JD's wing. Call those weenies. Such a funny fucker. But yeah, hopefully these guys do give each other space, because it would be unfair for someone to get an advantage of getting slipped. So they should drop off. So let Mikey go. I think Mikey's in his own little freaking world. I don't think he understands or isn't aware. Okay, so T-Wies are mediums, JD's are mediums, and let's go and ball on Mikey then. So Mikey's in the sub. So that's probably why Mikey didn't wait then, because he probably knew that them guys are going in. So Let's see. Let's go on board with the first lap on qualifying. On board with GLR Mikey. Good couple corners so far. You want to brake just after, I think just after the 50 balls, maybe where the sandpit is. Cut in. Concentrating a good exit here. Kiss that curb. Not too bad. This one here, you want to brake again. I think it's just on the second blue boards. And you're going to cut in a little bit. And then accelerate as early as possible, but not too early, because then you're obviously going to run wide. Nice long straight here. I believe you want to, in terms of the braking point, it's the 100-meter boards, or there's like a little curve which starts at the curb. That's your braking point, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. There it is. Turn in early. Good acceleration out, which it does. Kiss that curb. This is the most hardest but most satisfying corner on the track. You want to turn in, and you want to turn in and early, like relative when that curb ends there, and accelerate out. I think Mike could have gained a little bit of time there, might have just a little bit caution, probably wants to get a banker lap in. Turn in early, first gear, accelerate out. Lovely. Decent that for Mikey from what I see so far. This last corner there, cut the curb as much as possible, and then accelerate out. Let's see what the lap Mikey does. So for his first banker is a 1:43, so not too bad, but I know he can probably improve in that, as I see. So Cowboy there just pipped him to P1 so far. Let's see what lap Tiwu does. Oh sorry, it's in his lap, so he won't be doing a lap yet. Let's see what Deck does. No. Let's go on board with Deck here. The reason I'm doing Deck, because of course he was fairly fast in practice and he's now on his first official lap of qualifying. So let's see what he does different compared to Cowboy, who's currently in P1. Then just that sandbank, you want to turn in. I think with this Lambo it's good turn in, but it's a very difficult car to drive, so it's definitely personal taste you're choosing a Lambo, but Deck is an alien, mark my words for it. He will be able to get the best out of it. So he's currently just under a 10th on the fastest lap so far in sector 1. A good start. Just got over 10 minutes left of qualifying. Turn in there, not bad exit. This is the killer, so currently half a second. Nice and early, getting the power early, not too bad. Last major corner, Mikey's currently gone P1 with a 1:40.0. Oh, Dex has got a bit too greedy on the exit there. That's unfortunate there. Let's go on Tiwu here, because he's going to be first lap. Let's see what he can achieve. That's unfortunate there by Deck on that last corner. And Tiwu is P3. JD with a 1:44. J Double with a 1:45. And Doug currently with 1:42, but I know he's definitely going to improve on that. So what should we go on? I know there's a few more laps left, but let's go on board with Cowboy. Let's see what Cowboy can muster up this lap. I think I just saw he was currently improving his time, but not on a purple. So let's see if he can muster anything out of sector 3. Or should I say sector 2, because it's coming to sector 3 after this one. Not bad exit. Going to be a little bit cleaner, but that's being critical. So yeah, he's just under 2/10 of his personal best, but not far from Mikey. There's a key corner here, not too bad. Got to get a really good exit here, which he does. Not bad at all. Maybe cut the curb a little bit, but I don't think he's suffered too much from it. Mikey slightly improves. and so does Cowboy. Look at it, it's split by, yeah, not by much, just under a tenth. See what Tiwu does here. He's behind Tiwu. I'll find out in a minute. Tiwu, he's just picked Cowboy by 0.06 of a second. Jesus. JD 143. He's currently P4. So let's get on board with Deck here. So I know Deck has got something in his locker. Doug does on a 140.8. Let's see what Deck can do here. I mean, look at the times. P5 currently is split by 0.3 of a second. I did say, mate, this qualifying in the race is going to be very, very close. The Deck is, I think I saw just over a tenth up on the fastest lap through sector 1. The fastest lap so far is a 1:40.0 by Mikey. And needs to nail this corner, which he does. He's got good acceleration out, which he does. There he comes to the main corner. There you go, almost 0.3 up. Needs to nail this, which does just about. Now, can he hit this corner with no issues? Yes, he does. So, I believe this should be P1 now. Let's see if not commentators cursed it. I'm going to predict a 1:39.7. 1:39.6. Fantastic lap there by Deck. Now let's get a Mikey. Let's see what he can do. So he's currently just under. Let's go. Dodge there, Close to steady in second. He needs the grunt in the V12 to accelerate out, but he's currently needs PB so far. Can he nail this corner? Which he does, accelerates out. He needs to nail this last corner to have any chance of improving on his time. Not too bad. I definitely think it's going to go into the 139s here. I say definitely, but I'm confident of it. Oh, just out. Commentator's curse. But Cowboy has just pipped him. Pipped into P2. Very good lap there, particularly in the Porsche. With a 1:39.9. I'll stay on board with Cowboy. And also for those who are new, it's gone a bit wide. So just with that, let's just go and see Woo here. As he is 1/3 behind Mikey. So as I said, JD is on a 1:41, so he's not too far behind Tiwu here. JD with that time. So again, the race you will be having, if I'm not mistaken, 75% of fuel at the start of the race. As you can see, some of the guys here will be starting on mediums or softs, and you have to use both compounds during the race. So it's just going to be interesting to see what strategies guys do, and of course fuel saving should I say, may also be a factor in this race as well. So Porsches are great for fuel saving, as I'm sure everybody knows. This is the likes of the Lambo and the Aston, you know, where they are obviously quick, they do use a lot more fuel. Two has gone wide there. Let's go with JD. So yeah, as I was saying, so the Aston Lambo may have to fuel save a little bit more, but again, the Arsenal quite quick and straight line. So it's just about strategies really. Who has the best strat in the race and who can race a clean race? No, for I think it's, don't quote me if I'm wrong, maybe I think it's a half-hour race, something like that, which may equate to maybe 17 or 18 laps, possibly 18 with the speed of these guys. So yeah, it should be interesting. Let's see what JD does here. Dougie with 141.2, JD with a 145, doesn't improve. Let's go and ball with Dougie. Whee! Who's back end at? He'll probably leave that now. He may continue, I don't know. Yeah, no point coming out there. Let's see if that can improve. So a little bit messy there. I don't know if that was due to too much speed going through. But we'll see how his lap ends up with. I think the deal breaker, particularly this track, is through this section, the end of sector 2 and 3, and beginning of that last straight as well, that corner. So if you can have really good corners in those, then you should be fine. But Deck is currently on a purple. Can he nail this? Which he does. Mikey's just slightly improved with a 140 dead, but still just behind Cowboy. Looks like Mikey has gone into the pits. There's no more from him. Can Deck improve on his 139.6? I'm going to say yes, but let's see what he does. Excellent time, 139.5. Doug, I mean, in terms of the M6, I mean, the M6 is a fast car, but I just don't think it is pro, because I think it's too heavy of a car, in my personal opinion. Straight lines, yeah, very fast, just through twisty bits, I think it's a little bit too tail happy, which I'm sure you can probably agree with me with that assessment. But a good car, but I don't think it does compete against the better cars in the game. Let's see, let's go on Cowboy here. So we've got, this will be the last lap from Cowboy. Let's see if we can improve in time. Let's see what's closer actually. I mean, JD as well. I mean, I don't know which one to choose, guys. So let's go on Cowboy. He's the next one close to finish his lap. Yeah, I suppose this track, Doug, the M6 isn't too bad. It's not too twisty, but I still think the M6 is still a bit of a heavy car. I mean, I never got to great grips with it, to be fair, but I think it's his personal choice. So Cowboy doesn't improve his time. T-Woo. Oh, backing goes a little bit there. There you go, Doug. Yeah, second fast in the Aston. Point proven. There's some cars just generally better. You know, it's easy to say that you're, you know, is it you, is it the car? I think it's just the car, mate. So what JD does too, he doesn't improve. So JD needs to get not much faster than his personal time. Let's see if he did improve it or not. He's staying straight. Or is he not? No. And that's it. So P1 Deck, P2 Cowboy, P3 Mikey, P4 T-Woo, P5 JD, P6 J, and last but definitely not least, P7 Dougie, aka Racer. So let's see what the race brings. I do think it's going to be, again, a very, very close race. I don't know who's going to win, because again, it can be basically pure and strategy and not just pace. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one for sure. Put in the comments, who do you think is going to win? I won't say anything. but it'd be interesting to see what you guys think. I mean, these two here split by not much. Cheers, Mikey. Hope you enjoy the race later on when you watch this back, mate. I wish you the very best of luck. So yeah, so let's go. So bear with me at the start of the race. I still ain't got to grips with the old, you know, start of the race trick and whatnot. But yeah, so let's see who gets a good start here. Let's see. So again, bear with me. I'll wait till the start and then I'm going to come out quickly. So bear with. Let's see if the start's good. Not bad start. Bear with me. There we go. So Mikey's picked Cowboy for P2. T-Woo P4. Might get a little bit dirty tires there. JD P5. J6 and Dougie in 7. So let's go on balls with Cowboys. I can see sort of both angles here. And again, for those who are watching, if you do want to see anyone else racing, you just let me know, but I will do my absolute best to keep the action flowing where the action is basically happening. So all currently in the slip. Quite straight here. Not too bad. Deck's gone a little bit wide. Let's go around the back of the pack quickly. JD's has gone down to P6, Dougie's doing P7, J in P5, T with P4, and T with P3. Let's see this lead here. This could be changing. Deck. Mikey around the outside, fantastic move. Very, very good move there by Mikey. Again, both for clean racing. I'll stick on board here for the time being while these two battle it out. Again, apologise for missing any battles at the back, but I'll try to do that as much as I can, and not to hinder who obviously you guys wanted to see the battle for the lead. So they've got two Porsche behind. Little touch there, but again, I don't think it wasn't too bad. We've got T-Woo there. Let's go over this side, this view here. So you got the best of all of it. The Deck's on the inside, T-Woo's on the outside. The Deck's going to have to brake a little bit later here, which he does. Nice clean there by Cowboy, not makes quite concentrate with brakes, doesn't hit Deck, which he didn't. Yeah, look, lovely racing, look, absolutely close battling. No touches whatsoever, which is what is exactly what you want to see. Beautiful racing, beautiful racing. And with all that slight battles, just missed that Cowboy, very lucky boy. Mikey has a second lead on deck, which is very important due to the no slip. But saying about slip, you know, the speed of the Lambo, yes, the Porsche's in the slip, but he won't gain a huge advantage compared to what Mikey had. So that is the opposite difference. Oh, he's trying to go on the inside, little tap there by T-Root. It's not intentional, but he could have broke. I'll be a little bit more careful there. But again, it's just going working the favours of Mikey. You know, Mikey is now almost 2 seconds in front due to the slight battles with Deck, T-Root and Cowboy. Let's go around the back of the pack. Oh, little Tyre Boy's going for it. Let's be careful here. Yeah, I knew it. We have to be careful there. Very lucky boy. Oh, Deck's hit the wall. T was on the outside. Cowboy's going to come straight through in the slip. Big mistake there by Deck. Cowboy can count himself lucky. Let's go on the back of Deck here. Very clean racing once more. Great to see. Very, very good to see. But at Mikey, he's already about 3 seconds in front. Says a lot. This shows what battling can do for your race sometimes. But don't rule anyone out, believe you me. You know, everyone's got their strategies in place. Yeah, the battling hasn't helped. But it's just going to be interesting to see what's going to happen in the next sort of 3 to 4 laps. See if it stays like this or if anyone does pull away at all. The Deck needs to stay in the slip, maybe go for an overtake here if given the opportunity. Obviously you've got the sheer straight power of the Lambo, but it doesn't seem like he can make a move. T was going on the inside. Again, nice clean again. Let's go around the back here quickly. So JD still in P6 behind J double. Got a little bit wide there. Sticking behind T-Woo, saving some fuel. Mark currently with the fastest lap of a 1:41.7. Oh, held it nicely, just. He's got a good exit here, Deck. Take him on the straight, which he does. This is important now. Deck has to make a move with T-Woo by turn 1 on the 5th lap if he can. Gets a good run. He's got a good run. Yeah, there you go. Smart move. Stay on the inside. A little gap there. He found it. Nice move, nice solid move. Oh, J Double's gone in the sand. JD may go for this. This is his chance now. Try and go on the inside. No, he's staying behind. Interesting. He may be using his slip to save fuel, I don't know. But if that was me, I would have went for it. But that's just me. Let's go. So again, dug in at back in P7. JD P6. Double in 5th, T-Woo P4. I think Deck may have made a mistake there. Missed that. Been very, very slow. It's not what I expected that. Sorry for missing that, viewers. Cowboy now with the fastest lap of the race with 1:41.4. Nice exit from both. Very good corner. Looks like Cowboy is catching up with Mikey here. Well, maybe Mikey might feel saving quite a lot. But yeah, so Deck here on the outside. This could be, yeah, Tiwu's a smart move there. Let him go through. Just makes sense. Maybe a little bit too much, but I think he's done it purely just to get the slip of the Lambo and to save some more fuel. So this guy can't ball with the leader, Mikey. As you see by his times at the top right hand corner, they're pretty consistent. So he's doing a consistent laps at the moment, which is really good. You've got Cowboy behind him, which you can see he's not too far behind. Does seem to be pushing now. Obviously with that current fastest lap now of a 140.7, so he's up to his pace. Maybe he's tried to up the pace to get into Mikey's slip, because if you remember about 2-3 laps ago, Mikey had about a 3-second advantage over P2, 3 and 4, but now it's been cut down to 1.5. So it just depends on, Mikey could be saving more fuel and Cowboy could have been pushing a bit hard, so a bit of 50-50 here at the moment. Let's see, board with these two. So Deck's gone back to P3, or sorry, I say stayed P3. JD is in now P5 with J double in 6, and Duggar isn't still too far behind him in P7, currently his best lap there, going through sector 2. Stand ball with Cowboy here, because he's now coming up to a second behind Mikey. And Tiwu, let's see Tiwu here. So he's got a good run here now. Is he going to take him? So yeah, if he has to do it around the outside. Deck should be closing the gap now, but he doesn't fight it. Okay, which is probably smart. As you said, the more you fight it, the more time you will lose. So it looks like these two are obviously racing each other, but actually helping each other at the same time. Because the more you battle, they're just going to lose time to the leaders up top. The Deck will be following closely behind him. So a quick look back. JD and J double close together. Lead. So Cowboy is now under a second for Mikey. Deck close behind, so that these two are neck and neck. Good exit here by Deck and by Tiwu, sorry. That's right, he's got the slip. And Cowboy is still, so Mikey is now into the pits. Cowboy is staying out. Tiwu going into the pits with Deck staying out. So this is very interesting. You can see the fuel saving there by Tiwu. He's got 14 compared to Mikey's in 4. J double stayed out. JD stayed out. So let's stay on board with Cowboy and let's see what the situation is when he goes into the pits, to see if he's got a good in-lap coming here. He needs to probably look at his times, probably needs to stick to the low 141s to stand a chance to taking the lead compared to Mikey. And then what I will do is I will then flick on board. Let's have a quick look. So Mikey's coming through these corners here. Tiwu is 4.5 seconds behind Mikey. Deck is 5.7 seconds behind Cowboy. So let's see here. Does he have it clean? Yes, he does. Good exit. Increasing the lead to Deck to 6.1 now. Now he's going to the pits. Deck, let's see if he goes into the pits, which I'm sure he will, which he does. JD also coming into the pits. Gain some time there then, boys. J double. Dougie, I imagine, is going to go into the pits as well, which he does, and that's going Mikey. So Mikey is now coming through this section here. This is going to be very interesting. So he's now just coming onto that straight. Cowboy still in the pits. Mikey now on the main straight. If you remember, there was about 9/10. So Cowboy now takes the lead currently. Mikey's coming through full pelt. Right, so Cowboy is now taking the lead of the race. Again, this shows the difference in fuel saving. T-Roo, sorry, I missed that viewers. T-Roo's P3, Deck P4. That was close, but I just want to see the lead of the race now. So as you can see, Cowboy is now on a medium set of tyres. Mikey is on the softs. This could be pivotal towards the end of the race. What is going to be better? Close racing there. Very good racing. Let's see with Deck and T-Roo. Exactly the same. It's going to board of Mikey. Going on the insides. It's going to Cowboy. See if he... It's alright. Very clean. Very good. Deck gone to P3. So again, missing that. T-Roo trying to get back at him. And you can see JD just lurking in the background as well. This is this is close. Very smart move by T-Roo. Dex just made a slight mistake again. Now JD's coming to the act. JD's now coming through. JD's now involved with the party. Oh, he's just slightly tapped Deck. This now leads Jay into the picture. So viewers, I'm trying to keep up with it. So now Mikey's obviously into the lead, half a second. Let's see if anything happens here. And I'll quickly scroll back to those guys down there. Is it clean here? Which it is. JD, P5, Deck P4. Now 2 seconds behind T-Roo due to a slight incident with JD and Deck. But again, I don't think it was any intentional. I think it just caught JD out a little bit. T-Roo 5 seconds behind Cowboy. Cowboy half a second behind Mikey. They're staying in this for half a lap. But again, as much as obviously Mikey's now on the soft compound compared to Cowboy and the mediums, you know, it's fuel as well. So Mikey may still have to save a bit of fuel. So again, I think due to the pace of these guys, it's probably going to be an 18 lap race. So Mikey should be fine. Again, this depends on strategy here. Because I do know the Finns, the Cowboy and T-Roo, they are, again, they tacticians. They race all the time, they practice all the time. So they've always got the tactics to a point. So Mikey does have to be on point here, make no mistakes, keep his tactics right. Which so far he is. Let's just quickly go back to see Deck and JD. J double isn't too far behind as well. Some gaps are appearing. Mikey's 7/10 up now. But just looking at the sheer speed, T-Roo of course is in the slip, but it's not what you would consider a huge difference. It shows the power of the Aston which Mikey has. And behind, no, J double's coming through. No. Mikey does have to try, again, easy to say, because he's in the softs, he has to now try and get this gap now, because when it comes towards the end of the race, these mediums of course will be better at the end of the race, and Mikey has to start building the gap now in front of Cowboy by at least a couple of seconds, just to give him that that comfort blanket. T-Woo's currently got a nice little gap between him and Deck for P3. JD is second behind, but Jay isn't too far behind either. It's interesting. This is again, did say there's some battles around here. I can't pick it at the moment. So who's going to win the race or even get the podium? I know T-Woo sits quite comfortably in P3, but do not rule out this man. Believe you me, do not rule him out. So now Mikey's getting a lead of 1.4. If you remember last lap, it was about 7/10, so he's got 7/10 this lap. So he's now starting to pull away a little bit from Cowboy. Cowboy just has to continue doing what he's doing, stick those consistent laps in, because the meetings will come good for him towards the end of the race. But T-Woo is different compared to Cowboy. He's on the soft, so again he has to be careful. Deck's on the softs as well. JD's on the softs. Oh, let's see this. I think got a little bit hot there, JD. Oh, I think he's letting him pass. He is, yeah. Fair play, JD. I think he just got caught out there by the slip. Completely get a mistake from him, but at least he let Deck straight past, which is fair. But Jay again is still there. And again, let's not forget Doug in 7th too. So Mikey is going ball with the leader quickly. Now building a nice little gap. As I did say, he's now 2.4 seconds in front of Cowboy. I did say they need to start building at least a couple of seconds gap when those softs start degrading towards the end of the race, and he's now starting to do that. I'm sure deep inside he'd want to get the fastest lap too if he can achieve it. His last lap was a 1:49, and the fastest lap so far is a 1:40.7. But again, he also to be very mindful in trying to keep the tyres intact as well, rather than going too hard on the tyres and burning them off. Let's see what lap time he does here. There's a 1:41 dead. T-Woo 1:42. Nice lap there by sorry, that was Cowboy. T-Woo with a 1:48. So he's now starting to pick up the pace. Let's see Jack and Daly. So if you're missing that viewers, JD's now gone around the outside of Deck. Nice move there from JD. We're sticking this battle here. This is the closest battle of the race so far. JD's going a little bit wide. Deck's going to get a better exit here. Great racing for these two so far. Let's get a good exit, both of them, and they do. Deck's got a decent exit. It's got a nice little slip run on JD. He's going to defend the inside. Wait a little bit later. Deck's trying to cut back. No, completely fair racing. Good exit by Deck. He's probably going to push JD here. Yeah, and then get him later on down this straight. And once more, and then go for the move. That's what I think he's probably going to do. Yep, on the inside. Nice move, nice clean move, nice clean racing with both of them as well. Very, very nice. So if we'll go back to the battle for the third, second and first positions, but this is a pretty decent battle so far. see in front is a nice gap. Mike is 4 seconds in front of Cowboy. T-Woo's a second and a half behind T-Woo. And Deck and JD have a nice little battle here. Both hit the wall, unfortunately there for both of them. I'm sure they wish they'd never hit the wall to get a nice run. But JD is in a slip. If I was JD, again, I don't know if he's listening or not, I would probably wait until the main straight to do the move, personally. Because otherwise Deck will get him back with the speed of that Lambo. Of course, unless it's the last lap. But that's probably not going to be for another 3.5, 4 laps. But Jay's still sticking with him as well. JD's gone a little bit wide, but he has kept it intact. J Double has had a good little run there. Nice exit. But crucially, JD is now at the slip, which now means he's possibly going to be a victim to J Double. Let's just stick with this very, very briefly, see how it plans out. He's defending the inside. No, he's giving a little shove there by J Double. Fair play to him. So he probably understands these battles and the chance of getting P4 is slim. So no, nice little move there by J Double. Let's go back to P3. I'll try and keep an eye on that battle at the back as best I can. So Mikey is now created a 5-second advantage over Cowboy in P1, running a fantastic race. And as you can see, which I have missed it, with the fastest lap of the race as well, with a 1:40.3, which is a fantastic lap, because the previous best was 1:47. So very good lap there by Mikey. Cowboy P2, again you can see he is on the mediums and Cowboy's on the soft, so this is going to be interesting. As you can see with the time, there's 4.5 minutes left in the race, so again my calculations tells me there's 3 laps left, including this one. So I'll probably keep an eye on this battle during the end of the race. Make sure you both get good exits, which you do. See if anything happens at the back. No. Keep an eye on these two. So he is in the slip. So it's just over 8 tenths. What difference will he make? Not a huge amount, what it seems. Only about a 1/10 gained in that straight. Let's see if we get the muscles at the back. No, not so far. Mikey 1:5.2 in front of Cowboy. And T-Woo is now in a pretty decent distance away from Cowboy here too. If he musters a good lap. So as you can see, Deck there has now got the fastest lap of the race of 1:40.2, so do not rule him out. You just never know with that guy. So 1:40.2 is a fantastic lap. Back to the same with T-Woo. Now if I was him, I'll back off here and don't make any moves until the final straight, but if he keeps his distance away to the straight, then P2 should be in his name by the end of turn 1. So let's see what happens here. But he needs to set that up first with a good exit here, which he does, and another good exit here, which he does. So he's now obviously in striking distance for a pass here, but I think the key is when to pass. Don't pass too early, because then Cowboy could get him back. There you go, perfect. Now got the momentum, and then cut back on the inside. So what Cowboy does. Textbook manoeuvre. Good race there, racing by these two. He's now pushing hard now. 2.6 behind Cowboy. Let's go back in these two to see a little battle developing here again. Deck, JD, J double, and then we've got obviously last but not least with Dougie in P7. But Mikey's still got a nice little comfortable lead here of 5.1 seconds over T-Woo and Cowboy. Yeah. He's a good exit here. Not too bad. But T-Woo didn't get the best of exits either. So he's still in that crucial slip. This is the final lap. The final lap of the race. So currently got Mikey P1. 4.5 seconds in front of T-Woo. T-Woo P2. Cowboy in P3. We've got Deck in P4, who's hunting them down. JD in P5. J66 and Racer in P7. Let's quickly go on board with Cowboy because he will be chasing this down. Let's see what's the better. What's worn softs, and you can see the fuel of T-Woo is very depleted as well. Or there's Cowboy, who has fresh obviously medium tyres, and he can really burn the tank out. He can really rev this car out, so this could be crucial. Gonna be a close finish. Deck just behind. Needs a good exit here, both of them. Let's get the back end out. He's swerving, but the man, the winner, Mikey, congratulations. T-Woo, what's happening here? Oh, it's very, very close. Deck, P4. JD, P5. J double, P6, and a 40 for Doug, already finished in P7. But fantastic racing. Congratulations to Mikey. Fantastic race there, buddy. Great strategy. And again, please do remember, make sure you have a lash of Guinness, fella, for victory, which you very well deserve. So well done, mate. Yeah, congratulations to all the drivers. Great racing there by the two Finns. A bit unfortunate there by Deck. I know there were slight issues there with JD, but again, it wasn't the kudos to J Double, and massive shout out to Dougie as well for finishing the race in P7. But massive congrats to the lads. Hope you enjoyed the race. Any new subscribers, feel free to do so. We're growing the channel. Videos are coming out literally every week now, more or less. So if you're new to it, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.